Here we are with Dan. Mate, what's your role today?
Today I'm MNZ steward, just for the practice session today.
And so you're a steward and the clerk of a course?
Yep, qualified as both.
And so what got you involved in doing, stuff with MNZ as a clerk of the course and steward?
Really just because my boy was riding motorbikes, and that was the primary reason for getting involved, and it didn't look like there were enough volunteers and enough guys helping out. So I just threw my hand up and volunteered and got involved.
And so South Canterbury Club, they've got quite a big background with the motocross as well?
Yeah, it's a club that its membership ebbs up and down. It used to be very, very strong in road racing.
Yeah.
Then it swapped to being a very, very strong motocross club, and now we're sort of got a reasonable sort of balance, I guess. We've got sort of a good number of road racing guys, and the road racing side is probably growing reasonably fast.
And how important is it for us, as a race, I'm talking now, to have the support of you guys and the marshals? I mean, we just cannot run a race without you guys.
No, it's absolutely vital to have the volunteers and to have guys on side that are passionate about the sport and that love turning up and helping out. And I do it still because of my boy. He's swapped from motocross to road racing. But I just love watching these bikes go around and love helping out and making sure these events happen.
Well, that's fantastic, Dan. Look, from a racer's point of view, we really appreciate the support you give us, especially every marshal who's out there standing in all sorts of weather. We're very fortunate it's nice and sunny today.
Yeah, it's not going to be 36 degrees like last year.
Now, talk about Josh. So he's now riding a Ninja 250?
He is, yep. He stepped out of the motocross. He had about 8 or 9 months doing super moto arts up at Ruapuna, and he sort of got the taste for riding on tail seal and gone from there and got given a ride by the SOF racing team on a 250 Proddy.
Yeah.
And just the grin factor of racing on the road far outweighs anything he's ever done on dirt. He just loves it.
Oh look, I think it's absolutely fantastic to have a father and son here at the racetrack. I see so many around this. Our family of racers have still dad there and mum there. Look, I really think it. So if anyone's keen to come out and support, what do they need to do?
Yeah, I guess just contact your local club, like the South Canterbury Club. We've got a website, www.scmcc.org.nz. Our contact details are on there. Either contact myself or one of the other officials, and we'll happily introduce you and show you the ropes.
So do they need to have any skill set? I mean, do they just, do they...
They basically just need to be keen. We don't need people helping us every single weekend. We like to spread it around. And the more volunteers we've got, we're happy to train people. MNZ have got some pretty good information available to train officials as well. Between the club and MNZ, we're happy to provide people with all the training they need. They just need to come with a willing spirit and keen to help.
Well, there you go, folks. Come on down here. You can learn how to be a marshal. To be honest, that's the closest you're going to get to, if you're not racing yourself, to see these guys put everything on the line. Thanks again, Dan.
Cheers, Dean.